Hello, fifth grade art students. Unfortunately, I'm going to be out for the next week because I had to have knee surgery. I will be coming back to school on November 18th. But while I'm away, this is an introductory video as to what you're going to be doing for the next 2 art classes while I am gone. The first thing that's most important that I want you to be working on is your yearbook cover design. There will be examples on the board for you to reference. There's also a yearbook Google slide that has all kinds of examples and inspirational ideas, different cardinals that you could potentially trace, grading criteria. This is 50 points towards your grade. You're more than welcome to do an additional one. You can submit as many as you want, but you have to complete one in class for 50 points. This is due on November 15th, so you have to get it done. So I need you to really focus in class and work hard to get it completed. So the requirement for the yearbook cover is that it has to say Triad Middle School, and then it also has to have the year 2024 to 2025. These are some other student examples that have already been turned into me. You are filling the entire space underneath that dotted line. So you want to fill the whole space. Usually the ones with the most color, and they've colored the whole thing, are more likely to win. The first place winner will be featured on the front of the yearbook, and then the runner-up 9 are featured on the back. I narrow it down to the top 10, but the whole staff at Triad Middle School votes on the winning cover. Okay, so again, while I'm away, that is number 1. So if you haven't, you should have already started one in class. If you weren't here, there are additional contest papers on the front table. You are first going to start out with pencil and an eraser, and you're going to sketch it. Here's a student sketch. She's obviously not done writing in her title. You're going to sketch it all with pencil first. I do recommend that you try to do your letters in block or bubble letters. You can get online, bring your Chromebook, and you can look up block letters and you can trace them right off your Chromebook. Tracing is totally okay for this project. You can also look up school imagery and trace it. This student here traced the cardinal, another traced cardinal, trying to find other things that were potentially traced. This student looked up a bunch of different school-related imagery. I'm not sure if she traced any of it, but these are all really good ideas. Anyway, so you're going to want to first sketch it all with pencil. So it's all in there with pencil, your imagery and your title. Once that's all done, then I highly recommend outlining either with Sharpie, or you can get a bin of skinny markers to outline. I did a little bit of both in my example. I outlined some things with Sharpie, and then I outlined some things with colored marker. If you use Sharpie, make sure you get a placemat so that the Sharpie doesn't bleed through onto the table. Placemats are located on the table near the windowsill in the back. It's in a big, excuse me, bin that's labeled placemats. Okay, so you're gonna get all outlined with marker, whether that's Sharpie or colored marker. Then you're gonna take your eraser, erase all your pencil lines so it's nice and neat and clean. And then I highly recommend using colored pencils to color in the large sections in the background of your cover design. Remember, with colored pencils, you have to use the handheld sharpeners. You can't use the electric pencil sharpener, it clogs it. So these are all located on the back table where the markers are. Just make sure you keep them organized while I'm away, separating them warm color, cool color, and neutral color. So again, you can see some other examples where you can color in small details with marker. So this student chose to color in some of those small details and some of her letters with marker, but then those large sections in the background she filled in with colored pencil. Again, another example, filling in the whole background with colored pencil. This is one of my examples. I colored some things with marker and some things with colored pencil. Again, Another example using both marker and colored pencil from a couple years ago. But again, notice that I did outline everything first with marker. Okay, that has to be completed. You've got 2 classes. So some of you have already started on your sketch. So in class 1, you need to finish getting your sketch done and potentially get it outlined. So then that leaves you 1 whole class in the second class while I'm away to get it all colored. So focus, focus, focus. If you finish early, which you probably shouldn't if you're doing your best work, but just in case. If you finish early, the second backup thing that I want you to work on is your portfolio. Yours is gonna look like this. It's a big folder. Make sure that the opening is at the top. This is what you store your artwork in at the end of the school year. Can't fit myself in the screen with the portfolio, but this is what you take home your artwork in at the end of the year. Remember, we keep your artwork here all year long because we have art shows and you have to pick your best pieces at the end of the school year. Anyway, it needs to have your name on it. I don't care if it's your first name or your last name or both. Maybe you want to put one on one side and one on the other side. You can decorate both sides, but that has to have your name on it. Creatively, this is a smaller version of one I finished a few years ago. It's starting to sort of fade, but you can see it has my name on it. I did it in block letters. I put some patterns and designs, and then around my name I colored and drew in all of my favorite things. I'm from Kansas, so I put in a sunflower. I like to paint. I like ice cream. I have dogs. I like to bake. I went to KU, another paintbrush. I love volleyball. I like the mountains. You can even, again, color on the back. I drew stick figures for my family. Mondrian is one of my favorite artists. I love Christmas, the beach. I lived in Japan. I love pizza. I like to read. So again, just a few of my favorite things that I'm filling the space. So that's what you're gonna work on if and only if you get your yearbook cover design completed. This is 50 points. This is priority. If you don't even start this, no big deal. We will work on this on a different day. I'm just giving you something to do in case you finish early. Some of you have made some really great progress on your yearbook, and there might be a chance you finish early. So this would be what I would like you to do if you get your yearbook done. Okay. Hopefully that is clear. Remember, this is your opportunity to be amazing while I am gone. For every 10 that the substitute gives you, you get to roll the dice when I get back. So make sure that you are coming to class quietly, sitting in your assigned seats, staying seated, only talking to the people at your table while you work, taking care of the materials, cleaning up, what else? Working hard to meet the daily goal, all that good stuff. I need a good report each day from the substitute teacher in order to get those extra points. And some of you are really close to making it up there into the top 3. This could be a turning point for you. That's a lot of extra points potentially. So be your amazing selves, be cardinal leaders, and I can't wait to see all of your beautiful yearbook covers when I get back, and I hope you have a great week without me. All right, take care, guys. Have fun.